Tier six. How you feel about tier six?
It's horrible. It's horrible. They're pinning to our tier four workers against our tier six workers. Tier six workers is maybe 80% of our workforce right now. For those that don't know, tier six, it started in April 2012. Tier six workers have to pay more into their pension, and then they receive less when they actually retire. So it's horrible.
Now we have different aspect of tier six. You have the cap. You have the contribution rate. Which go up to 6%. It seems as if right now the union is attacking the cap. Do you agree with that, or what would you do different to attack tier six and address that issue?
Okay, so the cap is very important, right? And I'll touch on the cap in a second, but the cap is important. And actually, to me, it's an easy fix for the cap. But that's what the union is targeting. That's what the other presidential candidates are discussing. But to me, what's important is the contribution percentage. Most transit workers make over $100,000. They're paying 6% into their pension. If we can get that number down, like a tier four worker pays 2% flat, whether you make 80,000, you make 150,000, we pay 2%. But if we can get that contribution percentage down from 6%, now we're not going to get it down from 6 to 2 right away, because that's not how these guys go. They say, oh, listen, we can do a little bit here, a little bit there. So we can start getting that number knocked down, then maybe when they're time to retire, because the first tier six person that is available to retire is, you're talking about April 2037, if they're able to retire at that time. But 2037, so if we can get this contribution percentage down now, that puts real dollars back into their pocket. Especially if they're on a 6-year wage progression, they need every penny that they can get. So we get down from 6 to 4, then 4 to 2. We need to get concentrated on the contribution percentage.
I agree.
Now we talked about before about the cap. The cap, most people know, in 2018, there was a bill for transit workers where it passed the Senate. I believe it was 60 to 2. And then it passed the Assembly. I forgot the number. It was like 120 to 12, something like that. So it was both Democrats and Republicans that says, yeah, transit workers, you deserve to eliminate this overtime cap. But then it went to the governor's desk, and then the Governor Cuomo at the time, vetoed it. And then that was it. The union says, oh, they vetoed it, and that was it. But that wasn't the only, that should have been the end-all, be-all. Because what people don't know, after it got vetoed, the union and they could have went back to the Senate and the Assembly and had them re-vote on it. And according to the law, if 2/3 of the Assembly and 2/3 of the Senate re-vote and say, yes, we want this to eliminate the overtime cap for the transit workers, if they voted yes, then that veto is overridden and it goes into law. So when I say it should be an easy fix, it should be an easy fix because, like I said before, I believe the Senate was 60 to 2, and then the Assembly said it was 120 to 12. So it's well above the 2/3 vote that we need to get this done. But we need to went back to the table to get this done.